This one. All done. So, if you guys are out with a dog and his leg gets over the leash like that, did you see him go stiff and still? Maybe I don't want to reach down and have my face right here by his. So a really good leash trick to think about. I always have food on me when I'm working with a dog I don't know and trust. Throw some food out in front of him, reach in front of his leg, and pull that leash through so it never leaves your hand. So two really good things to do are not to put the leash over your wrist so that you're attached to the dog. If this dog came up at me, playfully up towards my face, I would want an arm bar technique where he's out at the end of my leash, or a foot down technique. He's more likely to redirect on me with my foot on the leash than my leash out in front. This is a dog I didn't trust at first. So, a lot of times when I would take him out, I would always have the leash like this on my thumb, and then either accordioned into my hand so that I have the strength of that folded against my hand, but not about my wrist strength or me being attached to him if I needed to get away from him. I didn't know he was such a nice guy at first. Another little leash trick here, so it's underneath his leg there. If I want to let go of the leash, by grabbing here and let go with my left hand, I never have to fully disengage with the leash. Also, if you're working with a dog that you don't trust, or you don't trust how he's going to use his mouth, you can make a letter P with the leash and make a quick little insta-leash muzzle that you can pop over him, and now he's quickly muzzled just real fast. Okay, good job. It's really good to practice with dogs that you feel safe with, especially the size or type of dog, because if I was trying to do the little letter P muzzle with a pit bull or a boxer, might not work as effectively as my shepherd here. Those work best with slip leashes, not on leashes hooked to the martingale. So best to practice with those with a nylon leash. With the leather leash, it's also really good to practice accordion style leash holds so that the leash is wrapped in your hand like this for strength and keeping yourself grounded. So when you're doing defensive handling, you want to be low, so if this dog pulls, I'm ready to turn and brace myself. I don't want to be facing the dog this way, so when he pulls that way, my arm's extended and my body's going forward. So I want to have the leash either on my wrist or again in my thumb, preferably. See how strong that is? So basically it's folded against itself, it's over my finger. I'll show you that in person. Really strong and from my waist. So if he starts to pull, I'm grounded, and I assume that kind of snowboarder stance sideways to him so that I'm braced and I'm not going to go launching forward when he pulls me. So as I walk around, I always want to think about getting low when I turn and brace myself so that I'm being proactive and not reactive handler. Oh, you're such a good boy. And then lastly, never do this. If I take myself off my feet, I'm seated, I'm face to face with the dog, I'm completely defenseless now. And once you have that human-animal bond, and you know that dog, all those rules go out the window, don't they? Don't they? And then have a little bit of fun with it too. All right, big boy?